Okay, I'm just gonna get started because I'm just trying to see if I had some shit together. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. So I saved a lot of things. I was like, oh, this would be interesting. I will see the headline and I'll just save it and then I read it with y'all. Sometimes I read it and make comments and stuff like that. And then I also like to talk about what I make comments on. I'm supposed to be doing that because sometimes I make comments on stuff and I don't. What is this? And I don't and then I don't talk about it down here. So I just make a comment on it. Hey, what's up? Okay, so we back, girl. So I did say some stuff down to Instagram, and so we can go see what's going on down to the blog.
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by, girl. We are down here, girl. Had to stretch. I felt so good. Yes, I love a good stretch. I love a good stretch. I love a good stretch. I love a good stretch, girl. Girl. So I made me some coffee. Have a little reefer. And let's see what the people are talking about. Let's see. Okay, I saved a lot of things this morning, so we'll have a couple of things to talk about. One of the first things I saved this morning was David Banner responds to backlash that he wants to settle at 50. So this was on the Breakfast Club, and then this is on Jasmine Brand. So it says David Banner is addressing the backlash he received after revealing that he's ready for marriage at 50. In a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club, the rapper, producer, and actor responded to critics who questioned his desire to settle down at his age. He explains that his past focus was on activism, his career, and his many roles have kept him too busy for a serious relationship. I tell you, they be ready to settle down when their dicks get floppy, girl. If I were to get a wife, she would be at home. I would be an absent provider. People would talk about how I didn't raise my kids or didn't have time with my wife. We have to choose. Banner also fired back at critics asking why people are so concerned about his personal life. Why do grown people care about who I'm fucking? Because y'all say y'all don't care about what people do in their bedrooms. So let's listen to what he has to say.
Is this on? Now at the age of 50, do you think you're ready to settle down? All right, peep this now. Let me pull out my glasses for this so we can dead this right now. So people talk about love languages, right? I told a young lady this. What are your main love languages? What do you see and want out of a man? She said, I want him to be successful and I want him to spend time. How? I'm a fucking activist, a top tier producer.
Oh, is that what you are?
Rapper, actor. I do more than most people do in their one career and my 5 careers. When do I have time? Think about this, dude. When I wasn't putting out like a pimp, I was producing Wayne or Chris Brown or Maroon 5 or Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones? I did that. Okay, yes. Okay. Me and Warren Campbell. Yep. I was acting. People forget Black Snake Moan. It's funny they think that I'm just starting this. I've done 38 films or television shows. See people getting on your. If I were to get a wife, right, she'll be at home. I'll be an absent provider.
Good,
and then
good
people
for him.
talk about I didn't raise my kids or didn't have time with my wife. We have to choose. Other thing that I always wonder is why do grown people care about who I'm fucking? I'm grown. Look at the shit that we say about good people. You make me not want to fuck with you no more. You tell kids what to do and what the right thing to do, and then they do the right thing and you still talk shit? Mm-hmm. That's why I tell these rappers, do what the fuck you want to do. If I were to get a wife, right, she'll be at home. I'll be an absent.
That's good. But on the flip side of that, now your dick is soggy, right? Like Frosted Flakes sitting in milk. And nobody's going to want to pull it and bop it and twist it, girl. So the same way a female's eggs age, a male sperm ages as well. So I don't know if anybody, I mean, I'm sure there are thousands of women who would be ready to maid, mule, and mattress for David Banner. But he said he's ready to settle down at 50. And obviously, if he wants to have a child, he's going to get someone at least 20 years younger than him, 30, around 30, early 30s or something. Good thing for us, he doesn't look like a 50-year-old man. I don't know much about David Banner. I've heard a few things about the way he shows up in relationships. So it's good that he hasn't legally tied. I feel like there's some good in what he's saying. Like you're not wasting anybody's time. You're not promising anybody things. So I don't know. I've never heard of any woman coming to the front and saying that David Banner mistreated her or anything. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't know. Y'all can get down in the comments because I know y'all keep files on these niggas and good. So get down in the comments and let me know. And I'm sure I can read some of these comments. It's only 9 comments on here. I'll probably go to the Breakfast Club post. They posted it. Let's see if there's any comments on here. Yes, he does make very valid points. Okay, it says David Banner came through the Breakfast Club to promote something, and we had to ask about his current goal for marriage and what led him here. Does he make valid points? I said, tell him to talk to John Cena. Just because you exist doesn't mean you're supposed to be partnered with kids. Your mission and purpose here may have nothing to do with settling down. Also, the same way a female's eggs age, so does a male's sperm. And then I just put a red flag there, you know. Let's listen to John Cena. That's why I said go listen to what John Cena had to say. So remember what John Cena had to say when he was on Club Shay Shay about not having children. He was saying not to have children and why he's partnered, right? And I think because of the way we are socialized to believe that just because we exist, we should be partnered in some way, right? And we should bear children. That's the things that you should be doing. And people act like, oh, you don't have to do that. But people are always asking you, when are you going to have kids? When are you doing this? And it's just like, that may not even be this human being's purpose here, is to be with children or partnered or anything. They may have a different mission. They might be down here to do something completely out of any social structure or construct. They may be down here to go against all of that. They may not be down here to produce children. There are literally this idea that women, because you exist, you must produce a child. Because you have a uterus, you must produce a child. No, you don't have to. And just because you exist as a woman, that is not your purpose. Your purpose is not to have children. That's not your purpose. That's not why you're here. Don't let anyone convince you that the reason you're here is to have babies for somebody and give some motherfucker who didn't really do a goddamn thing. You probably didn't. The crazy part is a lot of these motherfuckers are conceived and you probably didn't even have an orgasm and you gave that baby that man's last name. Girl. Anyways, let's listen to John Cena and what he has to say about children. Let's see. Okay, John Cena explains not wanting to have children. Listen to what he says.
On kids. Where are you on kids now? I don't want them. You don't? No, I'm still there. I'm 47. I don't have them. You don't want a little Johnny? So or Joanna? That's great, and that's usually what everyone says. And I got to tell you, it's not the easiest out there because a lot of why we're here is to reproduce. I have a certain curiosity about life, and I also know the investment that it takes. And my biggest fear is, as someone who's driven, many times stubborn and selfish, I try to approach the world with kindness and curiosity, but I don't think I'm personally ready, nor will I ever be, to invest the time it needs to be a great parent, because I want to live life for all it is. And I still have a lot to do, and I still want to do a lot. I have a wonderful partner I do it with. We've had open conversations about this. We share the same values. It's a tough subject to talk about because it immediately puts you in a category, and we can't help but judge. People are human nature. We're all judgmental. I'd like to believe that I operate under the construct that everyone's okay living their life. And I can tell you, this is not like a knee-jerk reaction. I've thought long and hard about this. Even as my youngest ages, like 15, 16, I remember thinking about it. My opinions only hit that gray area during emotionally difficult times. And I'm very happy with where I stand. I have a lot of joy and fulfillment in my life. And that's pretty much where I stand. You didn't want kids.
I love that. When I tell you, I love that when I heard him say that. And that's the reason why he was with, what was her name is Nikki, right? Wasn't she was just on, wasn't she just on Traders? That's John Cena. Wasn't that John Cena's ex-girlfriend? Let me see. I'm about to go because I feel like that. I know you're probably like, yeah, because I feel like that was her. Hold on. Yeah, she was just on Traders. And Nikki Bella. Yeah, and I think part of the reason, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it being part of the reason why they broke up, because he said he did not want kids and she wants children. And people 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 think that, I don't know, like you think, like he says, you don't want a little like that, you don't want a little Johnny running around or a little Joanna. That is, when I tell you, that's so full of ego, because that person is not a little you. I don't give a fuck if you name it after you. That person has its own footprint, has its own fingerprint, and its own person. They are not a miniature you. They are not you. They are not you, and they are not yours. Do you understand? Because the child can grow up, and like these people who have children, because they feel like when they get old somebody's going to be taking care of them. Girl, I don't know how many times you have to see people, they say they be in the convalescent hospitals dying alone, don't nobody be around them. You don't know what your relationship is going to change, how it's going to evolve with your children over time. Your children could be taken out of here before you just don't know. So this idea that you want to have children for like life insurance, like for caregiver insurance, you don't know if them motherfuckers are even going to like you, okay? Or going to even be around. You don't know if they're always going to stay around you. They may leave the country and never return again. So they're not a little you. They're not yours. So having children because you think that this is going to be some possessive thing, the possession that I have, no. They're their own person. They have their own identity, their own personality. They may mimic some of the things and inherently do things because of you, the same as you, but they have their own fingerprints. I cannot stand when people say, who's gonna take care of you when you old, girl? Or people who have children, more children, to give their child a sibling, and the motherfuckers grow up and can't stand each other. You put yourself through all that damn shit to have, so your children can have siblings, and they grow up and they don't even like each other because they themselves are two different people with two different personalities. Those are two different people. Like, I think when I'm dealing with my sons, those are two different people, two different personalities, two different paths they're going to have in life. They're not going to take the same path. They're not the same. I can't stand to hear people say that. Now let's listen to what some of the people say about what David Banner has to say. So we're gonna go back. Yeah, John Cena. I was like, he gets a little respect from me for that, for having that perspective. I respect that perspective of his. I really do. So let's see. Let's see what the comments had to say on David Banner. All right, let me go back to it. You know how whatchamacallit likes to refresh every time you go back to it. That's one thing I cannot stand about IG. When I go to Twitter, whatever I was on when I close the app, it's right there when I open the app. I love that about Twitter. I hope it doesn't change. He didn't change. I wish they could take the character limit back to 240, or it used to be 140. I loved it when it was 140, but they want to put it to 240. That's fine. But when I open a tweet and it's just like going down like this, when I tell you, I'm like, if you don't take that shit to Facebook, take it to Facebook. Okay, let's see what some of the people say. If he had married early and ruined that relationship, then remarried, now they would be saying he did his first wife dirty. Lions can't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. He's 100% right. Women don't want an absent provider. Women want time, attention, affection from their partner. He was transparent with himself and didn't waste anyone's time. He waited to pursue a woman until he was ready so that he can be the best he can be to have a successful relationship. I see nothing wrong with that. 50 is not old at all. He's right on time. I hope he finds love. That's very optimistic. That was a nice comment. Adults worrying about what other adults go about their lives is a weird energy. It's actually not a weird energy. People actually are in the field of studying human behavior and how humans relate to each other. So it's like people are always going to be worried about how other people are relating to each other. That's just life. Okay. That's just life. We're always going to be talking about that. That's why I think sometimes I'm like, all we do is talk about how people are relating to each other, because that's all that we are doing every single day. How we relate to whomever we come in relationship with, right? How you relate to your mailman. How do you relate to people who can't do anything for you? How do you relate to people who try to manipulate you? How do you relate to people that you like? How do you relate to people? We're all just relating to each other. That's why when I say relationships, I don't mean a romantic relationship. I just mean how people are relating to each other. We use the word relationship and we believe that it means romantic and intimate, and we are literally in relationships. That's why when I hear women waiting for men to validate, or like Dr. Gregory says, endorse a relationship, you're waiting for a man to endorse a relationship when you're already in a relationship with that man. And then you're waiting for him to call it something else, but you're already in a relationship. And you're just waiting to call it something else. You're not in a relationship. It's a situationship. No, you're in a relationship with that person. I don't give a fuck what you call it. You're in a relationship. You are relating to each other on whatever level, whatever plane you're on, whatever realm you're in, you're relating to that person. When I go out to the mailbox and get my mail, and however long I'm talking to my mailman, we are in relationship for that length of time, because we are relating to each other, talking to each other, period. So we're always going to be talking about that. So people are always, that's why it's weird for heterosexual people to say, we don't care what y'all do in y'all bedrooms. Yes, you do, because you care about what everybody is doing in their bedroom. You care about who is fucking, right? To the point where if you find out he's fucking someone that doesn't look like you won't support him. Right. Right. So we care. We care. We care. And so we continue to talk about it. Well, I guess if there's plenty of us who would still marry him, so that's what I'm saying, is that he's not going to have a shortage of women who wouldn't be willing to participate in the institution of marriage with David Banner. I hear him, respect him tremendously, but if he wanted to find a wife, even with his busy career, he could have. He's saying, of course he could have. What you talking about? And he's not saying he was a celibate. He's been celibate or abstinent. I'm sure he's been in relationship with people, but he's not getting married. I'm not making a commitment. And these motherfuckers can't keep the commitments they in now. Y'all, how many times y'all break the commitment of marriage with the person that you're in, that you made a commitment to on the day you got married, and vows you made? Y'all be breaking your vows and everything like that. It don't mean shit. Y'all just be up there talking. Girl, please. Men with whole families and careers sadly make time to give other women time. Well, the world knows I can't wait to be his wife, so I don't care what anybody thinks about him. David, baby, thank you for waiting. If you ask me, I'm ready. The interview was a lot. I like David, but he's definitely very extra. I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, you do what you want to do. I feel like not wasting somebody's time is like, I feel like that's responsible. If you know how if you're not able to show up in a relationship fully, in a romantic relationship fully, and give what you are, or what the other person is needing, then I feel like what he's doing is nothing wrong. But at 50, people are going to also see it like, I mean, he could go find a woman who's 35 years old and have a baby. You know what I'm saying? If that's, are they both have the same things that they want? I don't feel like, I feel like I said, sperm ages too. So, just be mindful with that. And that's what I mean. Now he's ready to settle down. And again, men marrying younger women, 15 years, at least 15 years younger. I'm sure he can find a woman who will be happy to lay up underneath David Banner. He looked like he's strong. Girl, Harvey Weinstein is ready to clear his name and could testify at his new sexual assault trial, his attorney says. Girl, Harvey Weinstein may take a stand in his new trial, his attorney told Page Six. Weinstein was convicted of first-degree criminal S act and a third-degree R back in 2020. However, the conviction was overturned in 2024, and his trial is scheduled to begin April 15, 2025. His attorney, Arthur Idala, said that he's preparing to take the stand. Yeah, we've been kind of, I don't want to use the word rehearsing, but talking about whether he's going to testify. He added, usually the defendant is the last person to testify. Often it is the most difficult decision for the defense attorney to make. There are often cases where the lawyers say there's no way, shape, or form your client can testify. That's not the case here. It's an option. He said Weinstein, who was sentenced to 23 years in prison, has been ready through transcripts of his first trial and is ready to clear his name. There are two sides to every story, and the attorney continued. His version of events was that everything was consensual. Let me tell you something. No one, girl, I don't care what you say. Nobody is consensually having sex with Harvey Weinstein. Have you seen, even in his younger days, he has never been an attractive man, ever. Never. He's always looked like he smells like skunks fucking in onion patches. That's what he fucking looks like. He fucking smells like a Subway sandwich. There's no way in the world a woman would want that slug of a man to climb between her legs and put his penis in her. No way. Especially the way they describe how his penis looks. Absolutely fucking not. You're not going to get me to believe anybody had consensual sex with you, motherfucker. No way. Not even your wife. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody. Have you seen Harvey Weinstein? He has never been an attractive man. Ever. Never. There's no way in the, he just looks like he has those raised moles all over his body. That's what he looks like. Ugh. No way in the world. There's no way in the world. You lost me at consensual. Now I know you lying, motherfucker. He had a history of courting gorgeous women. You can look at his two wives, including Georgina Chapman, who was at the Oscars. He says anything he did was consensual. And he's trying to say, I've had attractive wives. So, girl, you have never been attractive. Clear his name. You were found guilty and committed those crimes. Though these wealthy men are scary. Even when they're held accountable, they still lack accountability. Why does he get to speak from this side of prison? Give it up. Yeah, but you definitely guilty as they come. We already know you guilty as fuck. No one's having consensual sex with Harvey Weinstein. I don't care what you say. That was my comment. Hold on, let me say that. No one is having consensual sex with Harvey Weinstein. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I do not care, child. No way. No way. No way. At all. Not even his wives. I don't care. Girl, I do not care what you say. Those girls were reluctant. They were only partnered with you for the money. I know they were reluctant. They were like, baby girl, how much do I have to drink? Where's Bill Cosby when you need him, girl? Ex-NFL star Levon Bell says he learned about his cousin's lawsuit days ago. Says she will always attend his games and partied with him. Ex-NFL player Le'Veon Bell addressed reports about his cousin being awarded $25 million in an assault lawsuit against him. The woman said in court that Bell had SA'd her for years, though he denies this. During his Twitch stream, Twitch seems to be like a little portal of weird men, and I don't know. During his Twitch stream, he stated that he only heard about the lawsuit shortly before the settlement was handed down. He also stated she was frequently around him and attended his games. What? Hold on, let's see what he's saying.
After Le'Veon didn't respond to court, let's talk about that too. Now, the not responding in court thing, for one, chat, let me be 100%, 1,000% honest with y'all. Well, I just found out this was growing up maybe about 2 days ago. Somebody, it was like TMZ or one of these report outlets, they had hit me up on Twitter. It was like, no. Somebody from TMZ.
Girl, you lying already. I can't even listen to you. You can't even get your shit together.
Lady, I need to talk to you about a story that's brewing, we want to get your side of it. The first text, I ignored. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't even know what the hell you talking about. Ignore. Then, like, a day later, it was like, hey, we're releasing the story tomorrow. Even though they didn't release the story tomorrow, but we're releasing the story tomorrow. Do you have a lawyer or attorney that we can talk to? During award of her 20 always come to the game. So the $25 million, I guess, I just found out, chat, just like y'all found out, that I owe $25 million to my cousin. I just found that shit out, just like Harvey. So I'm like, oh damn, how that happen? Chat. It was a forged signature. I think people are after me. I'm legitimately nervous right now. I think people are after me, bro. It was a fake signature that actually went through, right? Then they go to the judge. This all happened in probably 2022 or 2023 or something. I have no acknowledge this is going on, by the way. I have really no acknowledge this is going on. But I'm guessing it's happening because I'm playing football. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm not really paying attention to like what's going on, whatever. But then time goes by, and I get this news like, oh yeah, she's suing you. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Always come to the game.
Former NFL player Le'Veon Bell denies our allegations after alleged victim is awarded $25 million. I need to go to a news source for this. Hold on. It's not giving me enough. It's not giving me enough information. Sports Illustrated, TMZ, Yahoo, Le'Veon Bell, Steelers Depot. Okay, let me go to Sports Illustrated. It says former Pittsburgh Steelers running back Le'Veon Bell is denying accusations of R made by his cousin Jada Bell in a lawsuit that was filed in Franklin County, Ohio. The story was just broken by TMZ Sports, revealed that Jada accused him of starting incestuous and non-consensual relations with her when she was around 6 or 7 years old. But y'all mad talking about Dochi's overreacting. Why are straight men a red flag? Jada further stated that these actions continued over a decade into Levion's collegiate career at Michigan State and ended when she was 18 years old. TMZ wrote that Jada submitted her complaints to the court in March 2024 and that the ruling was handed down back in October that determined Le'Veon Bell was served according to the law and failed to move, plead, or otherwise appear in this action. A jury trial then transpired several weeks ago that resolved the damages in the case, which resulted in a $25 million verdict in favor of Jada per documents that TMZ acquired. Le'Veon's attorney, Thomas Schaefer, provided a comment to the outlet and said that his client was denying the accusations while also filing a motion to reverse the case's judgment. But it doesn't say that it was a default judgment. It says a jury trial. Okay, let's see. It says here the default judgment granted was based upon violations of his Fifth Amendment rights of due process and failing to be served. And then you heard him say that it's somebody else signed the document. My client is in the process of filing a motion to open and reverse the default judgment because the narrative of the case has never been litigated. So we'll see what it says. But how do you do, like, y'all explain it to me in the comments. How do you do a jury trial and then they just give them an automatic judgment, and there's like was there proof given? Like how did the jury come to the conclusion? Did she show messages? Did she show anything? What was the evidence for them to come up with this judgment? But they're saying it's a default judgment. Can a jury trial end in a default judgment? I don't understand that. Y'all explain it to me down in the comments, please. Okay, thank you. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. You know how these MFers are. All right, girl. Oh my God. Okay, here's another one. Hold on. It says this is sad all around. The mother was seemingly deleted her original Facebook post. It says a man accused of coming on to his girlfriend's 10-year-old daughter. This is a different man from the man that we talked about in the previous story. A man accused of coming on to his girlfriend's 10-year-old daughter shares screenshots of the conversation between him and the mother. You need to leave. You can't be here when she gets out. What the fuck did I do? It's not me. I'ma call my mom. Okay, I'll wait for her. I'ma leave your house. I'm just waiting for my mom to pull up. This is really crazy. I can't believe you think I would stoop that low. So you're calling my daughter a liar? I'm not calling her a liar. What I'm saying to you is I didn't write those messages. So I'm supposed to put a man before my kid? What kind of person you think I am? My phone is connected to two items. Azia's tablet. I gave her an old iPhone I don't have anymore because it's broke. She says, I don't fuck around with shit like that. Who else would know? And they have it blocked. Who else would know something at work in the morning? And then he said, oh, wait, who else would text like that? Nigga, you curse me out enough for me to know how you talk. I'm not leaving my daughter hanging until this shit is solved. I'm not having no school look at me crazy. I know, what did he say? I know you know how I talk, but on Jameer's ashes, I would never write no ish like that to your daughter. Jahil, you complain about being bored all the time. That's exactly what you said in the text. And the crazy thing is, you hurt her feelings with that shit you said about never wanting kids. Then I see all these messages. Like nothing you're saying is making sense. Is making shit make sense. I understand I wouldn't want anyone looking at you any type of way, but I didn't write those messages. I'm not mad at you right now. Just hurt you think I would write that. Hurt that you think I would write. I'm just hurt you think I would write that. I don't know what to do or how to feel. I'm hurt beyond words. This is happening to me. You really want me to ask her some shit like that after what the fuck I read? Yes, because I never did anything to her. I never even came off to her in that way. I never laid in her bed. I never text her in a way, and I never looked at her like that. I always tell her to put clothes on. Please, and then he says, please ask her because I would never do no shit like that. Somebody had to have my phone. Ain't no way I'm talking to a little kid that way. Are you effing insane? I'm not an effing pedo. Who the fuck was it then? Cause we're on what? We're on what? I hate when y'all block. Just leave the names. Oh, she says, who the fuck was it then? Cause we're on Mir's ass to y'all, and only two niggas who would be in the house. Everybody in the house knows my passcode. Even he says, if I ever did some shit like that, that's why Lay ain't been tell you she's been with you alone plenty of times. You acting like I ain't have whole DFS case. I could lose my child. You literally don't believe anything I'm saying, and it's crazy. Everybody in this house knows my password. You act like I wasn't with you through it. Why would they be reading y'all messages? Like, and he says, like, why would I risk my freedom like that? Why would I destroy my name? You're really hurting me with this one. I thought you loved me. There it is. You really got me down for some shit like this. It is tea killing me inside. I left your house. I'm sitting in the hallway. This shit is unbelievable. Why would you be why would you be reading all the messages? Wait. This shit is unbelievable. This shit. Oh, he says, and you saying the school sent it to you, took a picture of that phone. Why would the school contact you about this? She says, your freedom. What cop did I call? I came here peacefully. I was in tears before I got here. I'm going to do, and he says, I'm going to do what I asked me to do and pack my stuff and leave your house because you don't believe me. I'm telling y'all, don't let these motherfucking niggas in your house with your children. I don't give a fuck. It's crazy. All you think about is yourself. No, he says, no, I'm not. I'm hurting. I don't know what to do. And then she says, what? Fuck my daughter, right? It's always fuck us. You told me to go. You called your family, but you ain't do nothing. Cool. He says, I didn't do anything. I, what he said, I didn't do anything. I've been nothing but loving and caring to both of y'all. You better hope I don't call the cops since you want to take it there. He said, I called them because you calling me a pedo. I don't know to do this. Never happened. I don't know what to do. This never happened to me before. She says, have your whole family come. I promise you everybody gonna regret it. He says, what are you talking about? This is my name on the line right now. Now everybody's calling me. I got something for you since you want to take it there. You think I would really do some shit like that is driving me insane. Since you want to involve everyone, I'm going to do the same. Now everybody calling me. I got something for you since you want to take it there. She says, all you had to do was leave. Bro, I what I'm leaving for? You got Tati involved and Taylor. What do you mean? Now y'all all dead to me. He says, you're really trying to destroy me, and I don't even do shit to you. You really on some bullshit right now. Out of all people in this world, you question me about some bullshit you know I don't do. She says, now you're dead to me and I called the cops, so you might as well come outside. This is how you want shit to go. Let's have it. Okay, it keeps going. It's a lot. I think it's all 20 slides. A mother exposes her boyfriend and his alleged text messages offering a 10-year-old daughter oral sex. I was with this nigga for 5 years and he's been around my daughter since she was 5. I can't believe he would all of a sudden take a sexual interest in my daughter. It disgusts me that she came to me crying about how he doesn't talk to her like she's a kid anymore. He's been trying to get her to be an adult and do sexual things with her. Okay, here's a text. She has him in her phone as daddy. Yeah, did you ever get H? I don't know what H means. Did you ever get H before? She says why? Head. Okay. Did you ever get head before? Why are you asking a 10-year-old that? Why? Just asking. No, because I don't like boys. Getting head is something girls and boys do. It's just when a tongue is going up and down your Virginia. That's what he put, Virginia. She says, "Oh," he says, "I'm not trying to get you to like boys. I'm just trying to give you some head so you can know what it feels like. It's just my tongue licking your stuff. Do you want to try it? I won't tell anyone if you won't tell anyone. If you don't like it, I'll stop." She said, "I don't really want to do that." Girl, you lucky motherfucker. You lucky you have your head. Girl, I can't when I tell you, I girl, when I say like that, that's why when people get rid of somebody, you have to hear the circumstances around why they deleted a person. Because girl, when I tell you I just read that, and then you have the nerve to say Virginia, and you don't even like, you're so ignorant. And then I'm sure his ignorance has been exposed in different ways, and you've been with this man for 5 years, and now her daughter is 10 years old, and you are asking her to you I'm calling the cops. Yes, I'm calling the cops. And I'm calling the cops because I'm telling them I'm about to end this person's life. You better get over here. Girl, that made me so mad in my, because I don't even know what I would do. And what bothers me is when I hear about women, when their daughter comes to them and says something about the man, and you believe the man. And I'm so glad this was an example of a woman believing her daughter and moving into action. There's there it ooh shit. When I tell you, ooh, you let me be in charge of the punishments. I'm going down to work since they firing all the people down there, laying off people. I'm gonna go see if I can get a job being the person who lays out the punishments. Girl, I'd be sending his mother his head in a box with these text messages. These are just text messages. The fact that you even thought, I'm pulling your brain out of your ears, my nigga. I am. Uh-huh. We're going to drill right through your damn temple and then pull your brain. Just start pulling it out. Just start pulling it out. Just start pulling it out until all your functions just start breaking down. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, let me be in charge of the damn punishments, bitch. Because oh my God. Just reading that fucking text message. Listen, as a mother, she's doing too much talking. The cops or my cousins would have been called. Listen to me when I say she's doing too much texting for me. This is very interesting. Between her having a defects case already and her only being mad at him for telling his mom what's going on, screams iffy. Because why would you be mad that he's telling his mom why does he need to leave based on what he's being accused of? You want him to leave so you can figure out what exactly. Last text, I love you, mom, but the number is saved under daddy. Perhaps at a point, the mom was texting her daughter using his phone. Perhaps she texted herself these messages to set him up. I will never call a child a liar until proven guilty, but something is a little off. Usually, predators don't out of nowhere text like that. They usually mold the child in person to test the waters and see how far they can go. She said that the daughter said he's not talking to her like a kid anymore. This type of betrayal for him, I'll never understand or forgive. And his disgusting ass family that stands by him and calls my child a liar can all go to hell with him. Y'all get all your hands and feet about my what? Y'all can get all hands and feet about my daughter. At the end of the day, he violated a little girl who literally just turned 10 last month in February. She trusted him and loved him. I will never understand how a person can be a mother and not believe the child. I believe my baby no matter what the fuck. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. You really can't trust nobody around your kids. It's sad and scary as fuck. Like, who talks to a child they claim to love like this? I'm disgusted. All the messages say daddy. On these messages are between her and the man. Girl, that's a lot. I don't know how I lost that. Okay, let me save it now. I didn't have it saved. I left a comment and I put straight man with a bunch of red flags. Like, you're not gonna tell me, girl, every time, every story. We just got finished talking about Le'Veon Bell, and then we jump over here, and this is one is an athlete, famous, money, got money, 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 and one is this nigga with a do rag on down with a hoodie on down here. Nasty motherfucker. Yeah, he would have been, it would have been 187 on a motherfucking nigga. It would have been. It would have been. It sure would have been. Here, hold on. Let me see some of the comments. Let me go down here. Okay, here they are. I think the mama texted that shit because she's calm, and for her to get mad because he told his family is even weird. I feel like she made it up because why wasn't the police called? Why wasn't he stabbed up or anything? I felt like she texted off of another phone, saved it as his name, and was on some weird shit because why wasn't the police called? Why would that, like, okay, listen. Okay, listen. Why would, I don't know. I mean, people do crazy things, but why would she go through the lengths to accuse him of being a pedo? If he was doing something else, why would she say, "Oh, let me create a narrative that he's a pedo so that he can get in trouble," even though she knows she has an active defects case? So why would she create a narrative that he's a pedo? Why wouldn't she just tell him to leave? Just leave, get out of here. Why would you create like this, make him be a criminal basically? Why would you create this story of criminality? Why wouldn't you just tell him to leave? What would be the reason for her to set him up as a pedo? Was he cheating on her, and that now I'm going to set you up and I'm going to go through this elaborate scheme to text my daughter? I mean, when you look at these stories online and Dateline and all these, the people, the stories are so crazy. You're like, who would think of doing anything like that? So it is very much possible that that can be happening. It's always a possibility, but for me, I feel like, who would do all of that just to accuse somebody of being, like, why would that be the thing to go to? Girl, nigga, just get out. Like, what would be her motivation of doing that is what I'm saying. So I mean, but you just never know. Let me see some of the comments under this. Somebody said, facts. You missed the part in the messages when she said she came from home work crying once her daughter told her, and that she should have disrespected off top instead of just asking him, what the fuck are the messages about? So no, she didn't make up the messages to get him gone. If she just wanted the man to leave, just ask him to leave. And you're still missing the fact that she ain't called no police or even abuse him. Hello, anybody can get another phone and text. If you love your child so much, why run to FB? Why not the police? Why you mad he spoke on it to his family, etc.? Why then, since he told his family, etc., now you want to run to the police? Clock it. Because like I said, police then expose him, not exposed to get likes and to get mad. He told the family, now you want to go to the police? I don't understand. She made it up because she admitted she only posted it because he told his family about the situation. She wrote that shit. Right. And why did he have to call the police? On top of that, the mother has already started. She has an ongoing case with CPS. Something doesn't seem adequate. I don't know, but something is off with the way the 10-year-old is texting. It seems like it's an adult. Let me see the other messages. Hold on. Let me go to the other messages. Hold on. They're after. Girl, this is so much. So it says, you want me to, she says, February 19th, you want me to lay in there with you or are you fine? She says, I'm fine. Okay, I'm just bored. I hate when mommy goes to work. I don't be having nothing to do at all. What are you doing? Watching TikTok, looking for things to do, like fun stuff? Yeah. Did you ever get head before? Why? Just asking. No, because I don't like boys. Getting head is something girls and boys do. It's just when the girl, okay. I'm not trying to get you to like boys. I'm just trying to give you, if you don't like it, I'll stop. I really don't want to do that. Come on, Lay, give it a try. I'll do whatever you want and get you whatever you want. Don't be scared. No, I don't want to because that will make me feel uncomfortable. And I'm only 10 years old. I'm not fully an adult. So, no, it's not going to make you feel uncomfortable. You're going to be doing it soon. But okay, leave you alone and just let mommy know you be watching nasty stuff. But I don't watch that stuff anymore. And I don't like that stuff. It's nasty. And I just want to chill. I don't want to do stuff like that because it makes me feel weird and uncomfortable. We only got one life to live. Just try it. If you don't like it, I'll leave you alone. No, I don't want to. Please stop asking me. Just ask mommy. She's an adult. You can ask mommy when she comes back, not to, but not me. That's not appropriate. You're actually making me scared. You don't have to be scared of me. I won't do anything without your permission. You said leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. Just delete the messages. She says, okay. Sorry for bothering you. Sorry for bothering you. You about to just watch porn. Girl, I'm telling you, I would, when I tell you it would be off with his head. Oh my God, this video is so long. Y'all, why is this video so long? I've been making long videos today. I mean, this week. Anyways, let me go because I just, when I think about that, I feel like you shouldn't let men in your house. I just feel like that's less. I just feel like there's so many women who like live by that. Like, I'm not letting no one in my house with my kids, boys or girls. It does not matter. And if you do, you need to be asking them frequently. Have they said anything to you inappropriate? How are they having inappropriate conversations with you? Are they having conversations with you about sex? Girl, because you're not having no conversations with my child about sex. I don't care. You're not. No. What are you having? No, 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 no. You're not introducing my child to adult themes. No, you're not. You're not going to be able to. And if you do, it's off with your fucking head. Off with your head. I don't care. I have no sympathy, no remorse. No. And people are always going to say that somebody is lying. They're always going to think that somebody is lying. They're always going to, I don't understand why a person would create that narrative to get somebody away. Like, what would be the motivation for her to just set him up? And it doesn't make sense to me. So anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other, protect your energy. I have some more stuff to talk about. Peace. See you on the next video.